guys, it's Sabrina. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're just going to do a little makeup tutorial. First I'm using the Laura Mercier Foundation Primer. I really like this because it's hydrating and also pretty grippy. Next I'm using the e.l.f. Camo Concealer, and I really like how full coverage this is, but the only thing is you have to work with one piece at a time because it dries down so fast, and I learned that the hard way when I went to put it all over my face and then it would not blend out at all. So I also like to put this underneath my foundation just because the shade doesn't really match me and I never went back to get a different shade. So I put it on underneath my foundation instead of over it so that my foundation can color correct my concealer. Next is the Laura Mercier Flawless Lumiere Foundation. I got this for free actually in an influencer box, and I highly recommend using influencer. You get free makeup all the time, and all you have to do is write reviews and share it on your social media. I'll link it down below. But I really like this foundation. I've had it for a while, and I use it with my fingers, and I feel like that's the best way for me just because it's faster and easier. Now I'm using, I forgot to show the product, but it's the Wet n Wild eyebrow pencil. I like to brush them out and then I fill them in. I also make a frowning face, if you noticed before, when I fill in my eyebrows for some reason. I don't know, it's just a habit. Now I use a spoolie and brush them out. Next I use the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder. It's a good cheap powder and it really sets my makeup down. And then I use the Essence Make Me Brow Gel. It's one of my favorite products. Next is the Tarte Park Avenue Princess Bronzer. I've talked about this in a couple videos before. It's my favorite. Next is the Wet n Wild Color Icon Blush in Mellow Wine, and this stuff is super pigmented, so I usually just do like one dab in the pan and then I do one dab on my face, and then I'll go in with a different brush and blend it out so that it's not too harsh. Next is the Nomad Highlighter in Stockholm, which you can see here I found out it was totally broken and got all over the place. But I still used it. Next is the Ultimate Ozone Urban Decay Primer, and you can use this on your eyes or anywhere else where your makeup comes off. So if you have them in your smile lines where your foundation comes off, this primer will work really well there too. And I love this primer, it works so well. Next is the Natasha Denona Mini Gold Eyeshadow Palette. I like using these because they're a little cheaper than the big ones. They're only $25, except for I think there's a couple of the small pan ones that are more expensive, but I refuse to buy that. I'm really just taking this color and smoking it on my crease just as a transition shade. I'm also putting it on my eyelid just because we're cutting it anyway. Then I take the green and put it a little above my crease so that I can cut out where I want it to be instead of where it is, if that makes sense. Because my eyes are a little bit hooded, so you can't really see the shadow on my eyelids. Next I'm cutting the crease and I'm using the e.l.f. Camo Concealer again. I just go from the center and pull down and then I cut out the crease. I really like using this brush for cut creases, but it came with a palette that I got from Amazon from W2. So I don't know where you can find it otherwise. Next I'm using that green gold shade right on the cut crease, which kind of defeated the purpose of the cut crease because it's darker than I thought it would be. I thought it would be a little bit lighter, but it kind of took the cut crease away. But you can still kind of see it, so whatever. Then I'm going under my eye, using the same two shades I used in my crease. Magic! Oh, okay. I cut that really fast. Then I put on my mascara, and we're done! Woohoo! Thanks for watching, guys, and be sure to like and subscribe. All the products will be listed in the down bar. Bye.